Paige. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hello. Y'all let me know if y'all can't hear me because I cannot hear y'all.
When I'm saying these to my daddy.
Oh, hey, I can hear Kelly. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I don't know if Paige can.
No, you're fine.
Ignoring me.
You want to say hi?
Oh, hey. Cutie.
There's Chris. You said hi. Who's Chris? What am I doing?
Okay, we're gonna wait just one more minute and then we'll get started. Okay, hold on one second. Make sure we are recording because I know a few people cannot get on tonight. So, Paige, can you hear us yet?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yay. Okay, good.
That's not every time. I don't know why.
Okay, cool. Okay, hold on. Yes, we are recording.
There's Lexi.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited y'all are joining. This is going to be, I hope you have some pen and paper to take some notes because we are going to talk about a lot of stuff. I'm going to try not to talk really fast, but a lot to cover. So I'm going to screen share. First of all, since there's so many new faces on here, which is so fun, I'm so excited to see new faces. My name's Kristen, obviously. And this is, so team empowerment is, I mean, I feel weird saying my team because it's like not really my team. I feel like we're all part of it. And so super, super, super excited to see this team growing. And because that is definitely a thing that I want to just like pass on and pay forward is just empowering women, especially and moms, and to just, you know, do their thing. So I'm super excited. So this call is going to be all about the basics, you know, just kind of like getting started, like your Coach Online office. And you know, I hate to say like the boring stuff because it's not boring when you use it for the right reasons. But it's just stuff you need to know, and it's stuff that kind of calms your nerves. But trust me, just commit and promise yourself that you'll be here in a year, you know, or 2 years or 10 years or whatever it is. But just tell yourself, because you're going to use the word overwhelmed a few times in the beginning. And I remember telling Paige that whenever she first started, I said, you know, the best example I can give, and I heard it from a top coach, his name is Scotty Hobbs, and he said, you know, it's basically like you decided to go back to college to get your master's, and you know, your teacher said, here you go, here's everything on day one, you know. And so of course you'd be like, okay. So you just don't lose your joy, don't lose the fun, and just a little bit more every day as far as like learning the business side. But just focus, just remember, like, coaching is just an extension of challenge groups, you know, like it's just I mean, that's the best way to explain it, to just like keep you going. You just keep doing what you fell in love with. So, okay, hold on one second. I'm going to screen share because I am a bad rambler, and I made a PowerPoint to keep me on track. I can get going. Okay, here we go. Okay, so if there's typos, do not call me out because I did this really fast today. But really, if this is super casual, if you have questions, all you have to do is unmute yourself, or you can even put it in the chat, or hopefully we'll have some time at the end to answer some questions. So, okay, I already talked about our team, so we'll just go on. Okay, so first of all, this is so important. So important. You have to know, I mean, obviously you're here and you're on this call, so you kind of already have an idea of if you're hobby coach, discount coach, career coach, build an empire coach, like you kind of have to have that already set in play with, and it's going to go along with your why. Your why can't be, I want to retire in 2 years and bring my husband home in 6 months, but I'm just a hobby coach. You know what I'm saying? So these kind of go together. But you really want to dig in, and I'll tell you guys, like, this is going to evolve. Your why and your vision, it's going to change, because honestly, whenever I first started, I never, ever, ever saw myself making this like my full-time job. Using it to stay home with my kids. I just really didn't see it yet. And so it got bigger and it got bigger and it got bigger and it got bigger. So you learn more about the opportunity, you fall in love with it more. But you do want to be clear on it somewhat in the beginning, because there's one thing, like, I don't ever want anyone to be like, this is the best thing ever, and then 6 months later be like, I don't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's icky, that's gross, and that is definitely not, you don't have like a clear vision and a clear why, and you just like love it so much. This is going to be legit. You know, you got to pray about it. You got to really think about it, write it down, make a vision board. You come back to it often. Do not forget that. Come back to it often, because you're going to have days where you're just like, oh my gosh. Because we love this so much and we want it like for everyone. And some people, they don't see it, or it's not the right time. And so there's peaks and valleys. And so when you have a clear vision and you have a clear why, it makes those days a little brighter. So definitely I made that first because that is very important. And you'll hear that over and over and over. Okay, so this is another slide, and then we're going to get into like the basics and stuff. So your number one goal, like I was saying, is always you. It's just an extension from the challenge group. Don't stop working on you. You can't help anyone else unless you're working on you. I mean, that's a fact. So let's just say you have an hour to do this a day. You know, like, you're going to get so involved in this and you're going to get so excited. You're going to think, I've only got an hour. I really just want to like invite everyone. I want to work at my challenge group and I'll just work out tomorrow. No, you come first. You commit your personal development, your workouts, your Shakeology, all that stuff comes first. So don't forget, it all starts with you. And then surely you guys know what the challenge group is, Rocking It with Paige. But you know, this is Beachbody. Like, this is what holds us, I feel like, you know, sets the bar high for us, because a lot, I'm not saying all, but a lot of things, it's just selling, you know, and like, good luck, have a good time, and that's it. You know, like, the difference with us, when we actually sell something, when there's a money exchange, that is the beginning. It is when the fun starts. That is when the relationship starts. And it happens in the challenge groups. And so, you know, either the Challenge Tracker app or Facebook, huge part of this. I've been doing this for 2.5 years-ish, And I've done a challenge group every single month since I started. And some people would be like, every single month you have to? You want to. Like, you really want to. First of all, it keeps you on track. It's major accountability for yourself. And it's not really that hard. It's not that hard. You make awesome friends. And I mean, and you kind of get in a routine and you figure out what works best for you. And which challenge groups is a whole nother slide. I mean, a whole nother PowerPoint, which we definitely can talk more about. But it's a huge part of coaching. And, do you just share your excitement about coaching in a non-salesy way? I think a lot of people tend to focus more because it's a little more comfortable, to talk about fitness and nutrition and challenge groups. Especially when you first get started, you're just like, oh, I don't know if I could talk about coaching. I wouldn't even know how to get someone started. That's okay. I mean, that's what we're here for. That's what Google's for. YouTube. Don't hold back, because honestly, I feel like the coaching side, along with everything else, is the best part. It's the best part when you pay that forward. Okay, moving on. Okay, so here is your website checklist. So there's actually 4 different websites. You have a Shakeology website and the Ultimate Reset website, but these 2 right here are the ones you use the most. So teambeachbody.com / whatever your screen name is, and beachbodycoach.com screen name. So honestly, like this top one, you want to set up your profile picture. And then, but this one right here, the bottom one, that is where you want to set up your profile picture, your before picture, and your bio. So the reason those are so important is, and when I say before picture, guys, it just has to be a picture. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a before picture. It can just be, a selfie. Just has to be you there. So the reason you want to do these, I mean, first of all, you just opened up a business. You kind of want to be professional and have your website, have your stuff on there. But also, a little further down the road, once we'll talk a little bit about rank advancement, but not too much because I don't want to overwhelm you. But once you do hit the first rank advancement and you hit Success Club 5, you get free leads. And what that is free customers. So, like late at night, those people sitting in the bed eating some Cheetos, and they're like, oh, that looks like a good idea. Let's order it. Those people get coaches. And it's just kind of like a wheel. It's just a random pick as long as you meet the requirements of having profile before, bio, Emerald, Success Club, which we'll talk more about that. So don't forget to fill those out. This Coach ID, this is like your new social security number. Memorize it, because you will use it a lot. You will use it every time you use, well, not every time, it kind of saves it, but when you use BB Links, which we'll talk about that also, you always put in your Coach ID number. When you send emails to them, you put in your ID number. Like, you got to know your ID number. And then if you want to write this number down, this is the coach relations number to save if you have any questions at all, which I'll also tell y'all another way to contact them. But that's how you contact them, Coach ID. Okay, moving on. Okay, so the Coach Online Office, this is where all the magic happens, as they say. This is where you spend majority of your time. This is part of what your $15 coach fee pays for, which once you get in there and play around, it's mind-blowing that we pay 50 cents a day for all this. Like, they do everything for us. Everything for us. It's crazy. So you definitely want to get in your Coach Online Office, and once you log in to teambeachbody.com, you'll just go to the bar and click on Coach, and you scroll down to Coach Online Office. So you check this every day, especially once you get going. This is where your orders, your Success Club, your volume, your training, learning, like everything is in the Coach Online office. So definitely, if you haven't been there yet, you gotta go there because that's where everything's at. But a few things, like I said, not to overwhelm you with it, but something you do want to check daily is you always want to make sure you are active. And what that means is you have 50 volume points. Now, it's like another language when you first get started with volume points, team volume, personal volume. Don't worry about that just yet, okay? You just don't worry about that yet. It's important. It is important, and we will get there. Hopefully, all you guys are going to do the Coach Basics group that starts on Monday. And so there you will learn a lot more about this stuff. So don't be like, what's she talking about? I want her to tell me now. Don't worry. You will learn it, and there's a reason why we space it out. Okay, but you do want to make sure you're active, and to be active is 50 volume points. If you're on Shakeology Home Direct, you're good to go because that is 90. Every month you got 90. You don't even have to worry about it. And you also get, once you start getting customers and stuff, you get volume points from them as well. Oh, that's weird. Did y'all see that? Okay. So yeah, order Success Club points. All right. So now this is just a picture of it that I put on here. So it's kind of blurry. Anyways, over here is where your Coach ID number is. And then right here is going to be where it says if you're active. And then it's going to have your upline, which is going to be either me or Paige. And then right here, that is really blurry, sorry. This is where your Success Club points are. And then this is where it's going to say if you're active or not. Now, if you get in there and it says no, don't freak out because let's just say your shipment date, well, it's a bad example for this month because this month is over. But let's say you get in there and you check it like on the 1st and your shipment date is the 7th, then it'll say yes. So don't panic. Just always know when your shipment date is. So this is where like the Coach News is, but really get in here and kind of play with these tabs. But really, this My Business tab and Sales Marketing tab are the ones that I use the most. Oh, that reminds me, go to your Sales and Marketing tab if you haven't already and scroll all the way down to your EFT management and you can change everything. You can change it to direct deposit. Okay, because you definitely want to do that. I think they charge like $250 to send you a check and it takes, like a week to get it. So change to direct deposit. That's super easy, which by the way, we get paid every single Thursday and say like what you did this week would not be till next week. So you wouldn't get paid. You wouldn't show up till the next week. Okay, moving on. Do y'all have any questions about that? No, not yet. Okay. Okay, so Facebook groups, get ready. You're going to be blown up with Facebook groups. I mean, not only are you having all your groups, but there's so many awesome groups. Don't get overwhelmed with them. You know that you can make shortcuts on all of them to like set them to your favorites to where like if you're on your PC, like your favorites are over there on the left side. So it's real easy to be like, okay, these 5, all I'm focusing on because I mean, it can grow and it will grow. But the ones you really want to be aware of, obviously, are Team Page, Team Empowerment, and then my coach, which would be your grandma coach. That sounds funny. But Jackie Woodfin, her team is Upper Room. So there's a lot more going on in there because it's a huge team. And then Beachbody Champions, oh my gosh, I love this page. This is like YouTube and Google, but just beach body, like it's so good. Like if you ever have time where you're just like, okay, I can like get my learn on right now. I've done so much. I love going in there and watching their videos. I watched a really good one today. So Beachbody Champions is awesome. So once you start growing your team, down the road, if you sign up coaches, feel free to, add them to our groups, introduce them. Feel free to ask questions. If you need help, if you have something to celebrate, like this is where you come. This is like our family team page. And then also, the file section in all these. So not just ours. You can go to the file section in every single group, and there's tons of documents and files and meal plans and scripts, and I mean, you name it. So you can get in there and you're just like, oh my gosh, wow, are you sure it's not illegal to take this? That's the thing with Beachbody. Like everything is just handed to you on a silver platter. Like, here you go build a business. I'm going to make it really easy on you. Okay, and then also Jackie has a really good training website. It's just upperroomcoaches.com, and the password is coach training. There's a lot of good stuff there as well. And let's see, announcements. Yep, that's pretty much it. So these three, are the top ones for now. And I promise it will grow though. Don't get overwhelmed with the groups. It's just part of it. Okay, so here's some apps to add. So the podcast app, the number one thing you want on this podcast app is the National Wake Up Call. You guys, they do this every single Monday. Out of all the coaches, they pick 52, obviously, because it's every single Monday. They pick them for a reason. They are doing something right, and they want to share it, and I get something from every single call. Whenever I first started, I could not get enough of these national wake-up calls. Like, I would listen to them over and over and over, like while I ran, while I did laundry, while I did dishes. Like, I was constantly listening to these wake-up calls until I had almost listened to them all and was caught up. I mean, it was a bit obsessive. But I was just like so into it. So those are awesome. And they are every single Monday. I highly, highly recommend listening to those. Okay, so the Team Beachbody mobile app, you got to pull this up in your browser and then save it to your home screen. I put that on there because it says app, but if you go search under apps, you're not going to find it. This is what you're going to use. This is the easiest way to sign someone up. All you need is their email and what they want, obviously. And then they kind of get like the invoice, like everything is set. They don't have to go to the website. They don't have to search. They don't have to do anything. Everything is done for them. This is the easiest way. You just put in their email and you click new coach or new customer, and then you pick their challenge pack. Or even if they don't get a challenge pack, you can click skip challenge pack and just go to the product they want. This is the best way. Second best is BB Links. This is where you will enter in your screen name and your coach ID, and it just attaches it to the link. So it's basically just sending them a direct link to your website. So it's real easy as well, but this one's just super duper easy. It goes straight to their email. But both of those are really easy. And in the near future, we're not going to mess with any of these because we're getting a brand new website and everything's going to be all in one, which I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Which you guys know. And if you've thought this and you're like, oh, I feel guilty for thinking this, but if you get in that website and you're just like, this is overwhelming, this is not user friendly, everyone feels that way. That's why we're getting a new one. Okay. Then there's also the Coach Online Office app, so you can have it mobile, which, like I said, that's going to change. It's all going to be mobile soon. And then this Zoom, what we're on now, you can also do this on your phone. There's an app for that. Okay. how to find answers. Google. Y'all, do y'all know, oh my gosh, I'm going to draw a blank on his name. Gary Vanderslice, I think. I might be butchering his name, but he is like super duper blunt. And when I say blunt, I mean like blunt. He doesn't hold back. He says what he wants to say. And we listened to him at Summit speak, and it was so funny. I love telling this story. Y'all are probably like, you know, with it, girl, but this is funny. So he was saying, okay, I'm about to tell you guys about this website, and it is going to blow your mind. It's going to have all the answers you need. Your business is going to blow up. Like, everything is laid out for you. Get out your pen and paper. And boy, did everybody get out their pen and paper. And he goes, Google. It was really funny. Maybe y'all just had to be there. But it's true. Like, you will hear so many coaches say, I did my business off Google. Google. YouTube. Everything is out there. But also the Coach FAQs. So this is just located at the very bottom of the Coach Online Office. And you name it, like, it's been asked. And this is where, you know, you can go see where there's been questions asked. But anytime a new program, new product, anything comes out, like, Beachbody has thought of every single question you can imagine, and it is all in the FAQs. Of course, like I said, the Facebook pages using that search engine. And then, of course, me or your upline, don't hold back on asking questions. Okay, moving on. So we're going to talk about Success Club. I'm going to try to go a little faster. I shouldn't have told my Google story. Okay, so Success Club. This is so important, guys. I firmly believe that Success Club is like the easiest, best way to track your business and know that it is moving forward. You make Success Club a non-negotiable every single month, and you are going to see your business grow, your confidence grow. Don't forget that part, because you're just going to see like you're helping at least 3 people every single month. You're going to see your challenge groups grow. You're going to see, I love this. Like, you're going to see your file folder of all your before and after challengers grow. Like, it means so much more than points. You know, of course you see points up there, but it is so much more. And you make this a non-negotiable, and it's just going to fill your cup up every single month. But also perks, if you hit it your first 3 months, which I'm pretty sure Paige just hit it for her 3rd month. Awesome job, girl. It'll be official tomorrow. You get a free ticket to Summit, which Summit is amazing. Amazing. It's on your vision board. It's on your to-do list. It's on your, I'm going to say $5 every week until I have enough money to get there. It is a game changer. The way you get it, you get points from Shakeology Home Direct, Daily Sunshine Home Direct, Challenge Pack for coach or customer. So you get 2 points for all that. So typically it's Success Club 5 is like the minimum. And so a lot of people are like, well, how the heck do I hit 5? It used to be 1 point for Shakeology, and they changed it to 2. So basically, like, Success Club 6 should be non-negotiable, and that should really be like minimum, you know, and it's just a compound effect. If you hit 3 your first month, 3 your second month, that's 6, and then 9, and then 12, and it's just, you know, that's the best marker, I think. And don't forget, like, everyone starts at 0. Tomorrow, everyone, Melanie Mitro, the top coach, will be at 0. Everyone is at 0 on the 1st. Okay, Success Club. Very, very, very important. Okay, so these 4 vital behaviors, you will see these a lot. They're kind of, to me, common sense. Be proof of the product. Duh. You can't tell somebody else this stuff is amazing if you're not doing it. So track your progress. Always do your before and after pictures. Always, follow the calendar, follow the meal plan. Like you're all in with it, and share it. Invite. And if that word freaks you out, you can change it to share. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable. But you cannot expect people to just come to you. You just can't. It's not going to happen. I promise. Personal development, all caps. Do not skip this. This is so important. I mean, this is so much more this whole thing is so much more than just a workout and a shake. Okay, you've got to be working on your mind, your spirit, your soul, like all these things, they all go together, and personal development is a game changer. And I can't stress that enough. It helps with your challenge groups. It helps with your posts. It helps when you're having those crummy days of 50 people telling you no, 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 no. It helps with your marriage. It helps with you being a better mom. Nothing bad comes from it. I'm telling you, don't skip it. Okay, fourth one is recognition. And, recognition can be someone in your challenge groups, one of your coaches, just somebody that like you saw on your Facebook page. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be just with Beachbody, just like paying some love forward. Okay, and then don't forget this right here. The fortune is in the follow-ups. So make sure you're keeping track of every single conversation you have. Okay, hold on. Let me scroll down. Okay, make your contact list, like what I was just saying. This is going to help you, with your invites. You know exactly who you're talking to. And I remember whenever I first started this, Jackie told me to sit down and make a list of 100 people. I was like, 100 people? I don't know 100 people. Yes, I did. You know 100 people. And, Facebook, like you keep growing your contact list, and don't make that icky. Like you just take off that Beachbody hat if you're thinking like, oh, I'm just adding them because I want to sell them something. You don't really feel that way, so don't think that way. You're adding them to your list so you can share something amazing with them. Okay, I'm talking really fast because I don't want to get cut off. So this right here, social media can be a whole nother presentation. And like I said, we'll talk about this in the Coach Basics as well. But it's huge. It's huge. It is, you opened up a store, your business, and like Facebook is your window. Like, you can't be closed. If somebody wants to come shopping, then if you're only open like 5 minutes on Monday and 2 minutes on Thursday, they're going to go somewhere else. You have to show up on social media, and it's free. I mean, hello, we get to help people and build a business with something that's free. So you have to show up. And this was the same thing when Jackie told me to post, like at least 2 or 3 times a day. I was like, what am I going to talk about? I never posted. I posted like twice a year. It gets easier, I promise. You start kind of figuring out, good times and bad times and what you want to talk about. But don't forget to be you. If you don't know anything about push-ups, don't talk about push-ups. If you don't cook, don't talk about like all these amazing recipes that you made. Like, be you and be real. Don't be something that you think that somebody else would, enjoy. Be you, because that's what they're going to enjoy. Okay, real quickly, this one right here, curiosity marketing. Do not say, love my Shakeology. Don't do that. Don't do that, because guess what they're going to do? Oh, Shakeology? Let me go to Google and see what Shakeology is. No, you talk about like your superfoods or your, call it whatever you want. Don't say like, I'm doing Shift Shop right now and I love Shakeology, and, because they don't know. They don't know. Like, they're just going to go Google it and be like, oh, I can buy this. I'm gonna buy it right now off Google or Amazon. Okay, so curiosity marketing. Let them come to you and ask questions. All right. Don't worry, we're going to talk more about this in the Coach Basics. And then this one, of course, this is a no-brainer. Don't be negative. Don't get on there and air out your dirty laundry. Nobody wants to hear that. And do not sell. Do not post your website. Do not post prices. That is not what we're about. So big no-no. I know y'all wouldn't do that. Okay, lastly, have fun. Just have fun. We're going to do the Coach Basics group starting on Monday, and you're going to learn, but just have fun. Don't forget, like, whenever Paige or whoever told you about this, and you're like, yes, don't lose that. When you got, like, your blue box in the mail and you're so excited, don't lose that, because there are days you can get caught up in, like, the shiny things, and you can get caught up in the numbers and stuff, which it is important to know that stuff, but don't lose sight of just being you and being real and just showing up daily. And don't forget what a blessing this is. Like, I mean, it truly is. Like, how many businesses can you start, first of all, for $160? None. Not that I know of. And how many businesses can you just, like, play on social media, make people laugh, make people smile, change their life, and, like, do it in the cracks of life? Like, you can do this whenever you want. Now, say that what you put in is what you get out. You can't, like, work this 5 minutes and expect, huge things. But it's a blessing. It is a blessing. You will figure that out more and more as you go. Okay, so we've only got 4 minutes. What the heck? Okay, so here is just like a little call to action. Start thinking about your challenge group. And if you're not ready to have a challenge group, that is just fine. You can jump on mine or jump on Paige's, but I highly recommend eventually doing your own. And you just know that we're a team. Like, we share everything. It's not like you have to get in there and, like, think of all your stuff, which you'll find out that you'll want to tweak it to fit you. But you will have every tool you possibly need to do your first challenge group. And go find your people. Go find your 3 people. Get Success Starters. Get that free ticket to Summit. And another cool thing about Success Starters, which, I mean, it's something small, but it's something big. Like, every time you go to Super Saturdays or you get recognition for super starters. You can't say that fast. So it's a big deal. They make a big deal out of everything. You'll notice you get recognition for everything. Okay, so we've only got a couple minutes. Do y'all have any questions at all? Y'all are like, yeah, a million. Well, it's okay. It's okay. If you don't have any questions now that you can think of, start thinking. And in the Coach Basics group, hey, Mindy, I really, really, really encourage, when we start that, think of it as 2 weeks to really change your future. I mean, there's so many Coach Basics groups where it's almost like a challenge group sometimes, like day 1, yeah, day 2, I'm feeling good, day 3, day 4. Like, it's going to be full of information, but it's 2 weeks that's going to grow your business, going to grow your confidence, and going to grow your ability to change some lives. So that starts on Monday. Start thinking about questions and start committing. Start thinking about your why, and go find your people. Go find your 3 people. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining. It was so fun to see some new faces. And don't hold back on asking questions, really. I mean, I drove my coach nuts. So go drive Paige or me nuts. Okay, y'all have a good night. And thank y'all so much for joining. Coach Basics Monday. Bye, guys.
Bye.